Hello, this is Princess Omnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Quest XI's. Last time, we heard about our destinary as the I don't even know. I just can't speak without getting tongue-tied today. We learned about our destiny as the Luminary, and we're heading off towards Heliodor to see what we can do about it. Now, as you saw there, interacting with that bell allowed me to summon my horse back, which is very convenient. Just like how you could dash in the overworld on feet by pressing ZR, but while mounted on the horse, you can also gallop with ZR and plow over weak enemies like that. You gain no experience for doing so. It's kind of like Mother 3 in that way, but it's very nice if you need to get somewhere very quickly. Or if you need to fight this enemy, Stark Raven. Now these guys, they can cast the Accelerate spell on themselves, which increases their agility. Doesn't really matter when you're alone though, so I don't know why they would bother, but oh well. Here we go. That's basically how I'm going to be handling a lot of overworld fighting, as I'm just going to plow through things and fight whatever's new, instead of, you know, just constantly running around like a chicken with my head cut off getting into encounters. I think that's less fun overall anyway, so we'll be doing it this way. Fortunately, there are no random encounters in this game, so I can kind of just do this, and that's really nice. I mean, random encounters, they definitely have their place in some games, but I'm kind of glad that Dragon Quest has started to go this way instead. Makes it easier for me to handle what I do and do not do on screen, you know? Now the new enemy here, Drakes. I don't think they do anything special, as far as I know. I don't have any notes to the contrary, so just whack them. Ow. Quit it. Bad Draki. Oh, very convenient. We got a level up. I didn't discuss this the last few times we got a level up, but leveling up fully restores your hit points and your MP, so that's very nice. Like, you can... That's the wrong button. See here? Yeah, there we go. We're back at 29 and 12. Old Dragon Quest games did not used to do that, so this is a very nice way of handling things. Let's see. Got yet another new enemy over here. The enemies we've been fighting so far, even this guy, we can actually trample over with our horse at this point. So, yeah, that's a thing. But these guys are cucumbers. I do not have any notes that state that they do anything special at all. But I think they do something really special. That. Their death animation where their spear stabs them in the heart before they die. We're such a savage. Honestly. Loto is a savage. Change my mind. Could you imagine landing in exactly precisely the exact right way to have that happen to you? Ugh. That's, unpleasant. Wholly unpleasant. But not as unpleasant as this new enemy over here. Actually, this new enemy isn't that unpleasant at all. These guys are bunny corns. The bunny corn can use muster strength in order to take a turn to psych itself up, and then deal extra damage the next round. Fortunately, they usually go down before they get a chance to do that, but they can do quite a bit of damage if they get a chance to actually focus their strength. So, you want to watch out for that one. Alright. Excellent. Let's see here. There is a pretty good treasure for us to collect while we're in the area, so... Another indication that an enemy might be significantly weaker than you are is if they run away from you while on the overworld. But in here we got a Seed of Life. It increases your maximum HP when you use it, so that's very nice. Alrighty. Anyway, let's head on down here. Let's actually just pass this place and go down. Well, guess not, huh? This guy will talk about something that I'll talk about soon, so I'll show off that you can skip cutscenes by holding the Y button. Very nice. But yeah, what that guy was talking about is campsites like this one over here. So at camp, you can do quite a numerous number of things. One of which being you can just sort of stand up and take a walk around. If you leave the boundaries of camp, you'll be prompted to break camp or stay back. But anyway, you can access the main camp menu through the triangle button, or you can just interact with the campfire. But if you press the B button, you can just walk around. There's a roving emporium at these campsites that sells some pretty useful stuff occasionally. Right now it doesn't have anything, but eventually as we progress through the game, there'll be more and more stuff for us to collect. There's also a goddess statue at every fireplace. The goddess statues will basically serve the exact same function as a church, so that's very convenient. Alright, so if I recall correctly, there's some pretty nice treasure around back here too. Yes, there is. It's a nice little chest over here containing 80 gold coins. And I think there's also something down this well. Straight to well. Well, well, well. Well, hell. It's a strong medicine, which is exactly what it says it is. It's a stronger medicinal herb. I think it heals around 80 HP. Way more than what we have right now. Medicinal herbs should be able to carry us over, even still. Alright. Where'd my horse go? I guess it despawned. Alright, well that's fair. Let's ride. There is... Yeah, let's go get that treasure, actually, since I'm not actually gonna head over there, actually. That's a bit that I really ought to stop doing, but oh well. Yeah, let's head over that way. Some more surprise cruel cumbers over there. This is a sort of a side path area that you never actually are... Oh, God. That you're never actively directed to go down, but it's an option, and there's some neat little treasure we can get here. As well as a... Oh, Jesus. What? Oh my God, make it stop. Okay. Okay, I think the horse is good. Let's just fight this platypunk. It's likely that the platypunk is going to be the one enemy in the area that you can't trample at this point. They're a little stronger than most of the rest of the enemies here. They got their standard attack, and then they can also crawl at you cruelly for even more damage. They're pretty threatening at this point in the game, but there's nothing that you can't handle yourself. Okay, let's actually... Oh, we don't have any other... Okay, well, that's fine. We use one of our medicinal herbs. We actually took a little beating there. Ooh, by the way, we also got Gemma's Charm in the last episode. Let's equip that. It's a single point of defense, but I think it's the gesture that counts, really. Alright. Ooh, another new enemy over here. These guys are Hammerhoods. This is another enemy you want to watch out for. You might be able to trample them, but if you can't, you want to be wary because they can hit you with a desperate attack, which is not quite, but effectively a critical hit. And it does a lot of damage, so you don't want that to happen to you. It won't kill you instantly, but it'll still hurt a lot. Can we run over them? Yeah, we can run over them. We can ran over them. Yet another new enemy over here. The Fright Bulb. They can occasionally just sort of waste their turns, so yeah. I guess, speaking of the Hammerhoods, since I didn't quite mention this, I think they can only either miss or desperate attack you. I don't think they can really just hit you, but I could be wrong about that one. I don't see it happen that often, so... But anyway, yeah, this treasure chest over here with a single file. I'm gonna keep saying it that way, and I don't care what anyone thinks. Now at this point, you're probably wondering, hey Prince of Somnia, does the first spell deal more damage against these guys because they're plants? And the answer is no. Elemental spells like that don't really have like elemental affinities in Dragon Quest don't really operate off of this enemy is weak to this or this enemy is weak to that. Instead, enemies just have certain resistances to different elements, and that determines how much damage that spell does relative to its base damage, scaling off of magical might, of course. Yeah, scaling off of magical might. So in that example, the plant monster, the Fright Bulb doesn't have any real resistance to the first spell, so it just took normal damage. But just because it's a plant doesn't mean it's going to take even more damage. That's not how that works. Anyway, there's more treasure, of course, to collect, and a lot of other different things, but I'm not going to waste my time with that right now. I'm just going to head on up to Heliodor. The Door of Heliodor. This is Heliodor. I've always thought this place was really impressive, just on the scale it's on. I mean, look at the size of that arch, that castle, that everything. I mean, I feel like we've had 3D Dragon Quest, well, we've had a 3D Dragon Quest like this before, but never quite on this scale, you know? I like it a lot. I think it's really cool. But there's quite a lot to do here in Heliodor. Namely, there's a couple of quests we can actually complete here. Like Amelia's in a Pickle. This one's actually really easy for us to complete, and it'll actually take us towards an important treasure for us to collect too. If we head upstairs here in the item shop, kind of just, you know, barge our way in, but I mean, that's what heroes do, right? Barge your way into people's houses and collect the heroes tax. If we climb up onto this roof here, jump on, let's get this cat free. Easy enough. But before we jump down, there's actually something else we can collect by jumping onto this roof over here. There's a treasure chest for us, containing our very first mini-medal. You can find mini-medals like this all around the world, and you can collect them and exchange them for prizes a little bit later in the game, but not yet. It's just important to know where these are, because we're gonna want to collect a lot of them. I don't think the prizes are actually that good in this game. There's no, like, what's-its, like there was in Dragon Quest VI. Metal King whatevers, I think. Maybe until the end. But I want to complete them all anyway, so we're going to go for 100% mini-medals in this game. As much as that's going to bring me pain. Lots and lots of pain. But we won't think about that now. Let's go turn in our quest. No real reward out of this, but we at least made a little girl happy. There's one more quest we can do here in Heliodor. The only other one we have access to right now. Let's talk to this fellow over here. This guy wants a book about the two local heroes, Hendrik and Jaspar. Now this one can be a little tricky to find if you don't know exactly where to look, because you might just simply miss it. Let's head down this pathway over here. This is a little way that I discovered when I was testing out the demo version of this game a few weeks back. Never knew this tunnel was here in this game. Ever. So, you know, it's nice to learn new things when I'm just fooling around with the game. I enjoy that. I enjoy that a lot. Anyway, this house over here has a bookshelf that contains the book we're looking for. Yeah, there we go. The book we're looking for. You can read it if you want, but you don't actually have to really pay attention to the text. I'm not going to be reading out, like, dialogue or things like that that aren't voiced, like I did in Dragon Quest VI, mostly because I don't want to, but also explore for yourself. Which is my way of saying that I have little time and I would rather get on with things than worry about that. There we go. The Dracilian shilling I think is just something we could sell, so I'll handle that a little later. A couple more actual treasure chests for us to collect. Let's see. Oh, we've got a live band here. Nice. If we head over this way, the western side, I will say, has a lot less treasure in it than the eastern side does, if you're looking around for stuff. But if we climb up here on this ladder, it'll lead us up here, which we can climb another ladder. Ooh, that's a nice view. We can hop onto this roof and climb and Santa Claus our way down this chimney. We wouldn't have been able to access this area simply by going into this building because this door would have been locked, but we can slam that open ourselves. If we head out onto this balcony, there's actually a treasure chest waiting for us right here, which contains a gold bracer, which is a pretty decent piece of accessory that we could get very early on. So there we go. Boosts our defense by 4 and our charm by quite a lot too, but our charm doesn't entirely matter. But oh well. Let's see, there's also somewhere in here, maybe in this pot? No, that's just a little bit of gold. Maybe that pot. Aha! Seed of Deftness. I'm holding on to that Seed of Deftness for later. There's another character that can benefit from it way more than Loto can. Alright, so that takes care of our business down here in the Commoner District. If we go into the Royal Square, there's even more stuff for us to collect over here. If we sneak in between these bushes over this way, we can pick us up a Seed of Sorcery, which increases magical might. Again, we're going to save that for later, because there's another party member that can benefit from magical might a lot more. But it's good to keep in mind. Let me see, is there anything else I can do around here? Are these anything? Not really. Okay, well then that means there's just one more treasure we can collect before we head into Heliodor Castle, which is very nice. Not this house. But this house. Let's just break into this fancy mansion and rob them of their money. Chest over here with 100 gold coins. Excellent. Alright, let's go take a visit to the king. I know we're running a little over time, but there won't be too much in this episode, I promise.
Halt! Not so fast.
State your business.
Here, shake my hand, mate. That's the funniest one I've heard all week.
Clear off, will ya? We haven't got time for this kind of nonsense.
Oh, yeah.
What's that? You want to show that pendant to the king, you say?
Do you mind waiting here a minute?
Huh? Ever so sorry for that little misunderstanding. Please, go right on through. His Majesty's waiting for you.
Well, that's convenient. Hooray, we're inside. Anyway. A couple of important-ish things for us to collect in Heliodor Castle. Not too much, don't worry. But there are a few things we can collect here. I'm dashing right now with the ZR button just to show it off, so I don't think I actually have, but I don't know. It's hard for me to remember that I actually need to, like, say what the controls are again because, well, I kind of forgot what I have and haven't said in this Let's Play. The chest in there contains a set of Wayfarer's clothes, which we could have bought in town, but we didn't need to because we were going to get some for free. Likewise, there's another piece of equipment on the other side of Heliodor Castle if we break in here. Let's see, in this wardrobe-y looking thing over here, got ourselves a leather hat. Looks more like a helmet than a hat to me, but you do you, game. Most equipment does not affect your character's appearance, as you can kind of see. There are some pieces that will, but not these. Now we could head right up... Oh, no, I don't want to go in there. Anyway, yeah, we could head up straight down the middle into the throne room, but I actually recently also learned by looking at maps for this place that we really don't want to do that because there's some good stuff for us to collect up here too. So naturally I went the wrong way for what I actually want to collect. It really wouldn't be me if I didn't do stupid stuff like that. Actually, it didn't matter, did it? Good, I'm even more stupid now. Ugh. But yeah, we want to head down this way. Take a left over here, and then a right, and somewhere around here, probably in this pot over here, gets us a seat of Therapusis, which, if I recall correctly... Yes, that's what I thought. It increases your magical mending by a little bit. We're going to save that for another party member too. So yeah, that's pretty nice. I think we could pass by and grab ourselves a strong medicine on the way out too. Don't mind me, just I'm the king's honored guest. That means I'm entitled to collect a few things. Speaking of being the king's honored guest, let's go take a visit with him, shall we?
That will be quite close enough. Welcome to Heliodor Castle, friend.
The Jewel of Dundrasil. You are bold indeed to have made your way here alone, Wanderer. I am Carnelian, ruler of Heliodor. How long have I waited for this day? And now, finally, we meet. Truly, it is an honor. The fact that you come here proffering the jewel and asking to speak with me personally would suggest that you know something of your true nature. I take it that you also bear the mark? Yes, the mark of light. Then there is no doubt, you are he. Rejoice, dear subjects! The day is upon us at last. The Luminary walks among us once more. Tell me, O Luminary, where exactly is it that you hail from? I would so very much like to pay tribute to those who took you in and raised you. I see. Cobblestone, you say? Jasper, you know of this place?
I do, my liege. A village of provincial nobodies deep in the rocky south.
Then I take it you know what to do. Do not disappoint me.
Yes, my liege.
Accursed Luminary! I know not what your intent was in coming here alone, but whatever your wicked scheme, know that it shall not succeed!
Hendrik! Take this cur, this harbinger of calamity, and cast him into the furthest corner of the dungeon. Know this. The Luminary is the root of all evil and will bring naught but misery to our realm. And why is this? The reason is simple. Just as light is intertwined with darkness, so too is the Luminary intertwined with the dread Lord of Shadows. His coming heralds the resurrection of the Dark One.
Did you really think you could fool one as wise as His Majesty? It was your great misfortune to confront one who knows your true nature. Men, seize this wretch!